Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, semua sihat? Alright. What we'll do today, I will first of all discuss the homework question, okay, the homework that you just submitted today, and then I will continue with chapter 5. Today we're going to look at another type of voting. This is called pairwise voting. And here you may have a problem that the outcome will, can maybe inconsistent. So we're going to look at it. And then if we have time, we're going to look at the last part of the chapter. That is on the, what do you call it? On the bureaucrat, government bureaucrat. Okay, all right. So that is our plan for today. Now let's go through the question. I ask you to submit question 1, problem number 1. So that is the question I will discuss. If you look at that question, first, how do you get the market demand function if the good or the service is a private good and the price of the good is 100? So what you need to do here in part A, get the market demand function for private good. So this is problem 1. Okay, problem 1. Chapter number berapa? Chapter 3, chapter 4. Okay, number 1, part A. If it is a private good, how do you get the demand function, the market demand function? We sum, right, market demand function. How do you get it? You sum what? Sum the quantities at different
and b equal to 400
at different prices. So you have the different prices, you sum the quantities because we pay the same price, consume different quantity. So it's the opposite of the market demand for a public good. All right. So here at different prices. So for each of the prices that you have here given in the table, you add up the quantity for each of the person we have here. So you have 4 consumers, Alice, Ben, Caroline, and John. And you have the marginal benefit. So marginal benefit is the price. And then you add the quantity, right? Quantity 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you do here is that you put the price, okay, P, and then this is the quantity, U. So for price, we start with the first price, so 1,000. Now 1,000, what is the quantity demanded? So you have the marginal benefit 1,000. How much the quantity? Is only 1. And that Q1 is for whom? For Alice. Okay, Alice demand only 1. So 1,000, 1. And then you look at the next price, that is 800. Okay, now 800, what is the quantity? You have 2, okay, Alice, plus 1, Ben. So that is 3. And you add it for each of the quantities. Okay. You got it? Everybody got this correct? Then the next price, we look at 600. So for 600, you have 3 for Alice, plus 2 for Ben, and then you add 1 for Caroline. That will be equal to 6. So you add up for each, for the other quantities as well. So what you will get would be a demand function. So you do for what? 400. If you do that, I will get what? I'll get 10. Okay, you do by the same method. And then 200, you get 9. So tak payah buat lah, because of that, the quantity will be decreased. So if you sketch the graph, that's Q, that's the price. So here you can do 2, 4, or 5, 10. Or you can do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then the price, we can do 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. So you have Q equal 1,000, quantity 1, somewhere there. 800, 3, somewhere there. 600, 400, 600, 800, 2, 3, 600, okay, 600, 6, somewhere here. Lepas tu 410, 410, somewhere there. And then 209, 200, 209. Kena balik ke bawah. Okay, situ. So tak payah. So you have the demand function like that. And then you nak tambah buat boleh kok macam tu. Okay, 400. And the price is, what is the price? The price given 400. So 400, yeah. So I use another color. 400. So that's equilibrium. So equilibrium is 10. If the what do you call it? If the good is, or still service, is a private good, then the quantity demanded at 400. We are not talking about equilibrium. I'm sorry. That question, they don't talk about equilibrium. They're talking about that point here. Okay, so that is the point you're talking about. So you add the numbers, we got 10. So quantity demanded is 10. So probably the equilibrium here, that will be another question. So we don't need that time. We don't need that. Okay, so if come later on, then we will get to that. So you don't need the thing. What you need is only that point. Okay, that point. You need only that point. 410. Now, suppose the service is a pure public good. Okay, pure public good, then I think that is already known. Okay, if it is a pure public good, then you add what? For each quantity, you add the different willingness to pay, or you add the different marginal benefit for these people. So that one we know. So for part B, okay, this one, the purpose of this question is just for us to compare, compare private good versus private good, how to get the market demand and how to get the equilibrium. Okay, so the basic difference is how you get the market demand. So make sure we know, okay, we know how to get the market demand correctly for this type of good. Now, if it is a public good, that is part B, then what would be the market demand? What is the marginal social benefit
Total.
for 2 units? For 2 units, what do you do?
Total marginal benefit.
You add the total marginal benefit, 800, betul tak? 800, 600, 400, 200. So you get 2,000. 2,000.
Yes.
So for part B, you add those things, you will get 2,000. So for public good, we know how to add, right? For public good, to get the market demand, I think the sum of the marginal benefit. What do? You sum the marginal benefit at each quantity. So here, at Q equal to 2, you add the marginal benefit equal to what? Marginal benefit of A plus marginal benefit B plus marginal benefit C plus marginal benefit D. So that will be equal to, put in the numbers, 800 plus everything, you will get 1,000. Okay, so that is part B. Now for C, if the marginal social cost of the good is 2,000, what is the efficient amount, efficient output if it is a private good? Okay, so we go back to the graph that we draw in part A. Actually, that graph here is for C, For A, we only need that table here. For C, okay, that is the answer for C. That's the graph. So if it is, if the marginal cost is 2,000, 2,000, so 2,000, you extend the graph, okay, go up, further up. This is 1,000, so 2,000, with another number, so 2,000 somewhere here, all right? And that is the marginal cost. So what is the equilibrium output? Efficient output. For equilibrium, demand good, for private good, this is part of, okay. For equilibrium, what is the condition? Demand equal supply. Marginal benefit equal marginal cost. All right. So this is the market marginal benefit.
Zero.
You see, marginal benefit or the demand, all right, equal marginal cost equal to 2,000. Okay. So if you look at the graph, where is the intersection point? So you see here, the intersection D equal to 2,000 happen at where? Doesn't happen. There is Q doesn't, what should I say?
There is no demand. Can we say there is no demand?
There is no demand
when
marginal cost is 2,000.
2,000.
Okay, betul tu. Okay, there is no Q demanded at MC equal to 2,000. There will be no intersection. Okay, no intersection between the demand and supply at MC equal to 2,000. So therefore, QE equal to 0. All right. Now, actually, if you look at the graph, the intersection will be there. Okay, demand equal to supply at what? Q equal to what? You can do, you extend the graph. Okay, you extend the graph all the way up there. Tolok ke bawah tu, 2,000 will go there. This one will, you extend it up. So there is intersection. But what about that intersection? What's the problem with that intersection line?
Not logic.
Tak logik lah, quantity negative. All right. So it will happen at Q equal to what? Q equal to at Q not equal to Q less than 0. you can estimate lah, Q equal to whatever, So not relevant, there is no such thing as Q negative of that service, okay, of a good. So not relevant. All right. Either you do this or you can say that part. So so therefore here U equals to 0. So you have the efficient amount of output is 0. Okay. So part D, if the social cost, if the marginal cost and marginal social cost is the same now, because there is no activity on the cost side. So if the marginal cost is 2,000, if it is a public good, then what is the equilibrium? Okay, you go back to our part B. Okay, yang ni tadi. Okay, so if you do that, what do you get? What is the equilibrium?
2 unit.
2
Ketika
unit.
demand is 2.
So you, for that thing here, you get the market demand for public good. You see the equilibrium would be equal to 2. Okay, all right. For the public good, okay, for public good, we need to do this. We need to do the individual demand function, because I want to also look at the Lindahl model. So you have Q, P. All right. So you have the individual demand function. So for each Alice, Ben, Caroline, and you draw the demand function. Okay. So you will get individual demand function will be something like this. So if you don't draw this one yet for your homework, I want you to draw. Okay. So you can see here, this is the demand for A, Alice. This is the demand for B. Demand for C, demand for D. The highest is Alice. And then you add them up at each Q. Okay, so here I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you add them up, that would be up there. Demand function there, market demand function. Okay, market demand function. So add each quantity, so you add the marginal benefit for different people, and that is the marginal cost, 2,000. Okay, MC equals to 2,000. And that intersection will occur at 2. Okay, my graph is not very good. So occur at 2, I can now skip also. So 2. So that is the equilibrium. So equilibrium BQ equals to 2. For equilibrium, what is the condition equilibrium? The market demand equal supply, or sum of the marginal benefit equal marginal cost. So that happened when marginal cost equal to 2,000. So that will be at Q equal to 2. And you call it QE. All right. Okay. That is what part D is about. Okay. Now we can extend this problem. Of course, that is not in the question. Now, E. Okay. I put E here. What are the Lindahl prices? So that equilibrium, in terms of Lindahl, that equilibrium is the Lindahl equilibrium. Okay, we can say Lindahl equilibrium. Now, suppose you have the Lindahl equilibrium. Efficient. Okay, Lindahl equilibrium, that is point E. All right. Now, what are the Lindahl prices? Okay, anybody remember Lindahl prices? Apa bendanya?
Yes, each
Okay.
of the price at equilibrium.
So at Q equal to 2, you will determine how much everybody pay. And how much everybody pay will depend on their own marginal benefit or their willingness to pay. So at Q equal to 2, what is the marginal benefit for C, Caroline? That is 800. Okay, and then you so on, you move up to D. Lah. Okay, D equal to 200. Okay, all right. So now, question F. What is the total cost of the public good at equilibrium? I mean, we are going to provide 2 units, okay, 2 units of the service. How much does it cost? Only 2,000. Now, when the marginal cost is constant, that is equal to the average cost. So how do you get the total cost? Okay, calculate total cost.
AC times 2.
AC times the Q. Okay, so question F. What is the total cost? C or C, that is equal what? Average cost multiplied by Q. All right, so at equilibrium, Q E equal to 2, cost equal to 2,000 times 2. So that is equal to 4,000. All right, okay, this one, I need you, I want you to take a little bit time. What is the total revenue or contribution for each of the person? Okay, so compute. What you get, you must get 4,000. Okay. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So total contribution, okay, there are a few ways to calculate it. First, you can just go back to this table here. You got the marginal benefit at equilibrium for each of these people. So the sum, if you sum them up, then what you get, you get 2,000. So the sum of the marginal benefit for 1 unit is 2,000. Now you have 2, so you just multiply by 2,000 by the Q. So you can do that. Total revenue contribution is equal to the sum of the marginal benefit, all right, at equilibrium, though, multiplied by Q. Okay, so you got 2,000 times 2, so equal to 4,000. Or what you can do, you go by per person, all right? So here MB of C at Q equal to 2 is 800. How many units are there? 800. So how many? 800. How many are there? 2. So you multiply 800 by 2, you got a number. So another way of doing it, you want to get the total contribution, you got for A, all right? For A, that will be equal to what? Be equal to
800.
His marginal benefit at equilibrium though, multiplied by U. So that will be equal to 800 times 2. So
2.
1,600.
1,600.
Betul tak? So you add them up, you will get also 4,000. So either you use this one or this one, it's okay, right? Doesn't matter, both are equivalent. Okay, all right. So that is the Lindal. Now, suppose, okay, we extend the graph, we extend the question more. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, suppose the good is provided by the government. People understate their preference. They are free rider. Okay, suppose there are free rider problem, government provide. So if the government provide A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, G, tambah lagi. Government provide. So what is the tax? Suppose everybody say everybody pays same price. Okay, same tax. It's costly to determine, you know, government sometimes costly to determine how much you pay, how much I pay. So tax is just equal to what? The average cost.
Average cost divided by the n, by n.
By number of n, number of people. So I got 2,000 divided by 4, that will be equal to 500. So the tax is 500. We go back to the graph. You put in 500, okay, a line, tax equal to 500. All right. So for that 500, we will have the same thing. You get the cost is the same. You know, the cost is average cost multiplied by 2. Okay, so you got 4,000. But the contribution, okay, the revenue will be different. So that is the thing. So if we put in the tax, all right, tax 2,000 divided by 4, that would be 400 divided by 4, 500. So 500 is somewhere here. Right? Okay, somewhere here. 400, 1,000, 500. This patutnya tingkatnya atau tak sini apa? So 500. Okay. That. So that would be the thing. Okay. All right. So you calculate lah. Calculate balik the calculate the tax. Okay. Di pay 500. Senang lagi cerita dia sebab every pay same amount. Okay. So I extend that thing so that we can do if it is Lindal model or tax. Okay, now any question? Okay. All right. So
Okay, so
technically, but you can get the total cost and also you get the total revenue. Okay, you can get. Okay, now I go to question number 2. Suppose the marginal cost of pure public good increases. Prove that the Lindal equilibrium result in budget surplus. Okay. So anybody try to do that? And then service of the road. Okay, that one is similar to the congestible public good. Okay. So congestible public good, after the congestion, you have the external cost, externality. Then we will charge toll. Okay, charge toll for efficiency. But 2, you have the following. All right, the graph will look like this. QP. Now the marginal cost is not constant. All right. So you have the so the marginal cost is not a constant. The marginal cost is going up. I think I draw another like congested. already kasih itu. So you have the market demand here. Okay, now marginal cost is going that way. Equal to supply, demand is equal to the sum of the marginal benefit. And of course, you have all these people marginal benefit. Now, if the marginal cost is upward sloping, that is our equilibrium there. All right. What is the total cost of providing the public good? Here, okay, total cost, we cannot use AC times Q. Okay. Tak boleh pakai. Why? Because marginal cost, average cost is different. Okay. So what you do, we use the area. So the total cost will be the area here. Area under the curve. So that is total cost. Okay. Total cost is the area under MC. So if you go to business math, integration, you integrate marginal cost, what do I get? I got total cost. All right. So idea, integrate marginal cost dq. You get total cost. Okay. So that is total cost. Now, what is the revenue? Okay, revenue that you get would be the area. Okay. So you got the area for the rectangle revenue. Then the cost is the area under the marginal cost. So what happened here? That is question number 2. So what happened? What about the revenue and the cost? Tengok graph ya. What can you say about the revenue and the graph? Revenue and the graph lah. Revenue and the cost.
Revenue more than the cost.
Revenue more than the cost. So revenue more than the cost, you have what? You have surplus. So that is question number 2 lah. Okay, so linear equilibrium will result in budget surplus. Not if you pay tax. Okay, this one is under linear equilibrium. You will get a budget surplus. So we can generalize the result. As long as the revenue is bigger than the cost, we have budget surplus. Okay, all right. Question number 3 itu congestible public good. Okay, all right. Any question, anything? Oh, I will continue. Now, I would like to look at again this implication of the medium water theorem. Okay, I want to look at again how different coalition or different parties can win election. All right. So what are the position? The party's position will be what? It will be to have a stand, okay, the amount of Q closer to the what? To the median. Okay, to the median. So that is our argument. So if you want to win the election, you have to make a stand closer to the middle, the median. All right. So we argue last time, if you have these two parties, the party with position closer to the middle, to the median, have a higher tendency or higher probability of winning the election. Okay, all right. So I draw another diagram. You know, I will make it more compact. So you have this diagram. U and Here 0. So here you have the collision A. Okay, collision A. That is collision B. Or sometimes you can call it liberal. Yeah, conservative. Okay. So you have two parties or two collisions A, B, or conservative, liberal, taking the position, and that is the median Q. All right. So our argument was this party, or the party should be the party. The party that take a stand nearer to QM, okay, get more votes and increase probability to win. Okay. Now, suppose we do this. Let's say A take this position here. A take that position Q1. And then B take this position Q2. Okay. So initially what? Initially A take Q1. A take Q1. And he get the votes to the left of A of Q1. So I get the votes left of QA. Okay, that area. Now B takes Q2. Now how many percent votes he get? He get the votes right of Q2. Ini Q1 itu. Q1. Dia dapat this vote. Alright. So you can see here vote for B is bigger than vote for A. Okay. Anybody in the middle? All right. These people may vote B. Okay. And some of these people may vote A. So who has a higher probability of winning? B ke A?
B.
B lah. Okay. Now, when A do that, when A realize that, A won't behave like B. So what B does, what A does, A will also move their position. Okay, we move toward Q. So we move to here. Say Q3. So as you can see there, the vote of A will increase. All right. So vote of A will increase up here. Okay. So vote of A be bigger. Vote for B is bigger than vote for A. B higher probability. Okay. So B's probability win is higher. Okay, so what do we do? So A, all right, changes position. Okay. What? To Q3. So when you move to Q3, what happened to the A? A will get more votes. Okay, votes for A will increase. So to the area to the left of Q3. Okay, so you can see here, position is about the same. All right, position about the same. So about similar percentage of votes for both. Okay, so what you can do, some people from here can vote for A, some people vote for B. All right, so what you do here, what you have here, about same. Okay, same chance, same chances, same chances. Apa ni? Same chances to win. Position is about the same. All right. So what do we do? So again here. Okay. Again, you move You move, you change your position. Move to where? Move nearer. Okay, nearer to M. So both will behave that way. All right. You don't have one stupid party, the other party is more intelligent. They are both intelligent, you know. They both want the election. So what you do, you have both parties will move toward QM. So you have, you know, both of them will be very, very near. Like that. Okay, move very near. You see? So I move toward QM, very near. The other party also move toward QM. So by doing that, okay, by doing that, you get almost, okay, almost 40, almost 50% already. Okay. So what you do, when you have, you know, what you have is that some people will vote for A, some people will vote for B. Hello. Siapa punya tu? Can you check your other sound? Move nearer to B, very, very near to B. All right. So let's call it Q4, Q5. Okay. Move closer. Q4. Okay. Almost equal to almost equal. You know, here when I write this almost equal. So I get almost 50%. So some of the voters in the middle, all right, they either vote for A or they vote for B. So what you need to do in order for you to win? You need to do campaign. All right. So you need to do the campaign like we discussed earlier. You have to look at the personality of the candidate. Okay. Then you have to look at the party. Okay, the credibility of the party, and then the candidate, and then so on. So that will influence who wins the election. You know, there is one interesting. Ini problem saya ke? No Izzati, can you check your phone? Sebab saya tengok tu your name coming up. So I think problem with you ke atau problem dengan saya? Ada bunyi krok. Kenapa? Okay, there was one issue that surfaced last week. You know, in Sarawak, there was one jetty. Did you see that picture? One jetty they built in Sarawak by the government, JKR. The cost is 54,000.
Oh, subcon.
But when you look at the picture, that jetty is just like a child jetty, tempat budak-budak terjun mandi sungai. You know, that jetty it doesn't look like 54,000 jetty. Even though the cost of transportation, you take into account things like that, ada kemenatang tu dibuat pada kayu. You know, kayu nampak macam, you know, it look like very, very soft. So people make the query, you know, how come that kind of construction cost 54,000? So I think that's true. You know, I don't think it costs 54,000 for that kind of, unless you know the contractor show the costing, things like that. But if they show the costing, I think they overcharge lah. You know, and JKR must be more intelligent. These JKR people, you know, they are engineers. They are not people tak pandai bekerja. You know, these are all intelligent people in JKR. What is the problem? What are I think one problem that is common in our country, subcon. You know, you get the contract, but you don't know how to do anything. You know, the contract that get the project, the first one, he doesn't know to do anything. Okay, or he doesn't want to do anything. He is sub to another person. That company B, you know, sub another person. At the end, you know, the cost to the people, to the contractor who actually did the construction, probably become already like 20,000. You see, so that is one issue facing facing government, not just our government, but government anyway. There is a tendency of that problem to happen. So it's not just that, there are a few other projects. If you read the papers, earlier, you see, the roof of the stadium in Kuala Terengganu, jatuh, collapse, what else? There were a few, okay? School, there was one, I think last time there was a school built, and the quality is lower than expected, given the cost to construct that good. So that is one issue, okay, one issue. So probably, by the end of the course, we can learn a little bit why this problem happened and what are these problems. All right. So that is the homework question. Okay, now what I want to do next is that we're going to look at another type of voting. This is called pairwise. Okay, now pairwise voting. We're going to look at a problem here, not problem, an alternative voting method. This is called pairwise voting. Now here, normally you have two or more. You have more than two. Okay, you have 3 or more choices or alternative. So we're going to choose one. So one way to do this is going by pair. So what do you mean by pairwise voting? You go head to head. Each alternative will go head to head for each. Okay, for each alternative, for each. All right, we'll go head to head, and then you will determine the winner. But sometimes you have a problem with this. Okay, sometimes you have a problem. So this is the model that we're going to look at now. Okay, we call it pairwise voting. Example. Okay, example, suppose you want to elect your student representative. And you have 3 candidates, A, B, C. Okay, how do you select this from the 3? You want only one. So one way to do it is head to head. Okay, you head to head, meaning everyone will have to go against each other. So you have A will go against B, and then B will go against C, and then A will go against C. So you have everybody fight each other, and then you see who is the winner. Okay, that's one way. The other way is you are given, say a voting card. So you choose. Okay, you choose by ranking. You rank this ABC. Which one is your first? Which one is your second? Which one is your third? So they do that, they will get the winner. All right. So this is what we mean by pairwise voting. Okay. You have more than 3 alternatives. Here we consider 3. They will go head to head. Then we will get the winner. Now the criteria is this. We are talking about consistent outcome. Okay, consistent outcome. In order for us to get a winner, you must have a consistent outcome. What is consistent outcome? So given you have three choices, A, B, C, you look at preference. Now, if A is preferred to B, right? A is preferred to B. You know, let's say you prefer A to B. This is your utility choice, okay? If A is preferred to B, and then B is preferred to C. So, what?
A preferred to C.
So A is preferred to C. Okay, so that is consistent. Contoh, Liverpool, okay, beat Manchester City.
Wow.
Sorry lah, siapa minat Manchester City? Saya Liverpool. Okay, Manchester City will anytime beat Tottenham. Okay, so by logic lah,
Liverpool beat Tottenham.
Liverpool beat Tottenham. But in football, it doesn't happen that way. Okay, Liverpool beat Manchester City. Manchester City Tottenham 6-0. But when Liverpool play Tottenham, of course lah, consistency will require Liverpool beat Tottenham. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes Tottenham hentam Liverpool. Okay, so that is yang first one is consistent lah. Okay, that one is consistent. The second one here, this is what you call inconsistent. Okay. So what happened here is this: when you have pairwise voting, you may have inconsistent outcome, inconsistent choices. Why? Because it doesn't follow the consistency condition. All right. So that means if A is preferred to B, B is preferred to C, but sometimes you may have C, okay, preferred to A. So this is inconsistent. So that is a possibility. Okay, there is a possibility that in pairwise voting, you have this what do you call it? This combination. Okay. Now, if for consistency, then easy, senang cerita. A preferred to B, maknanya A win. B go against C. B is preferred to C. B win. A go against C. A win. Okay. So who is the winner? By simple majority. Who win the election? You go head to head. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So who win the election? Who get elected? A. Because A win twice. Okay, A win against B and A win against C. So A will be winner. All right, winner. So you have a because why? Because consistent. All right, but in reality, it may not happen that way. If A is preferred to B, A menang. B preferred to C, B win. Now, A go against C, bukan A menang, C menang. So who wins the election?
C.
Mana pula C? There will be no winner. Okay, there is no winner. Because in order for you to win, you have to win by simple majority, 2-1, 2-1 or 3-1. But here, no winner. Because A against B, A menang. B against C, B win. C against A against C, C win. Okay, so there is no winner. Everybody win once. So there is no winner. So that is the problem. All right, okay, guys. So what we're going to do now, okay, we are going to look at this kind of voting method. and we're going to see, why you have this problem of inconsistent outcome. All right, there will be no winner. So there is a problem there, in terms of getting a winner when you have head-to-head election or pairwise. So let's look at this model here. All right. First, we're going to look at consistent outcome. Okay, consistent outcome, and then you look at that possibility, and we have to see why is that so, why that happened. All right. So let's look at a simple model. You have here 3 voters. Okay, so here pairwise. Pairwise election. I have 3 voters. We call it, we call it ABC. A, Ahmad. B, B is Bashir. And C, Chong. Okay, you have 3 voters. Or I think to be more Malaysian, ni Bala. B, Bala. So you have 3 voters, ABC, and we are to vote against 3 alternatives, 3 choices. Okay, low budget, medium budget, high. So here L, M, H. So example, budget for school, okay? For school budget. You want to choose low budget, high budget, or medium budget for the school. All right. So example, school budget or budget for your economic society. For economic society. So you have 3 voters, 3 choices, and then of course people have ranking. Okay, they can rank their preference, ranking their preference. Okay? Ranking their preference in terms of preference. So you can say most preferred, medium preferred, least preferred. Okay. So that is in terms of, or you can put here first choice. Okay, second choice, third choice. So we just can rank. Okay, can rank the preference of the 3 alternatives like this. Okay, most preferred, medium preferred, or least preferred. So ranking their preference for the public good. All right, and then we are going to do head-to-head election. All right, or you call it pairwise election. Okay, you got it. So you have 3 people, A, B, C, 3 alternative of the public good in terms of budget lah, quantity here. School, okay, school budget. You have a low budget, medium budget, high budget, low budget. So tak payah letak lower, letak low je. Okay, low budget, medium budget, high budget. And then you rank the preference for the public good in terms of most preferred, medium preferred, least preferred, or first choice, second choice, third choice. Okay, all right. So we have the following table. We can tabulate lah. So tabulate the preference. I have here the preference. Here I have the individual. So individual, I have A, B, C. Now preference is most preferred, medium preferred, least preferred. So most preferred. Most preferred. Saya letak apa tadi? Most preferred. First choice, okay? First choice, second choice, third choice. Yeah. Okay, for Ahmad, his most preferred choice is the HML. 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 So for this Ahmad L M large. Tadi saya label apa? Small. Lowest budget. Lowest budget. I put what? I put L MH. L MH. Okay, saya kena label balik. L MH. L MH. Okay, L to L to high. L to low. All right. Large, medium, small, low budget, L, low budget, L, low budget, L, M, H. So for A, saya tulis benda lain. So sekarang ni, so H, okay, high budget, medium, and then here low and L. High, medium, low. For B, L, M, H. So in terms of the for C, M, S, L. Okay. So these are the ranking of each of these voters.
So yang C tu S4.
S, sorry. Sebab saya cakap tadi, saya ada tukar notation. Saya dalam note saya tulis benda lain. Ini L ni, L. Tunggu jangan cek balik. M,
H kan?
L. Sini H. Yang ujung sekali ni H.
Oh, okay.
Jangan. Boleh lah. H. Okay, M, L, H. Okay, all right. So now what we do, we draw the graph. Okay, you draw the graph of these people. So we have the ranking, the preference, vertical axis, and we have the budget, the quantities. So here is the budget. This is the preference. So I have here least preferred, okay, L, medium preferred, most preferred. Most preferred kita pakai medium, most, okay, most preferred. So LMH. LMH. Most preferred, moderately preferred, least preferred. Or you know what? Kita tak boleh pakai ni. I have to write down because I use L tu for the bucket. Nanti kita berpenting lah. Alright. So I write down here least preferred, medium, most preferred. So S tu buang because S tadi kita guna untuk budget. Okay. Now kita withdraw the graph. So here I have low budget, medium budget, high budget. So for A, all right, most preferred is H. Medium preferred is M. Least preferred L. So that is the preference. Okay. Now for B, least preferred L, medium preferred M, least preferred H. So this is for A, B, C. Correct. So this is A, this is PB. Now for C, most preferred is M. So here because I put in different color. Most preferred is M. Medium preferred is L. Least preferred is H. So that is the preference. Okay, any question about this? Okay. Kita kena faham dulu. So you got the individual, you got the preference. Okay, A. Saya tengah buat ni. Kalau go to the next page. Okay, now we do the election. Okay, head to head or pairwise. So first you do A against B. Bukan A against B. You are not voting against A against B. So first choice is L against M. L versus M. The large, the low, we go macam kita go high dulu. High budget versus medium. Okay, high budget versus medium. Tengok. Kita nak jadi cantik ni. Uh, kita vote ni dulu. Kita vote low versus M. Low budget versus medium budget. So when you vote by your ranking. All right. How do you rank that choice? Okay. First choice ke, second choice ke, you know. So you have to do it by the
individual.
By the individual. So sekarang ni macam mana? Okay, now you look at L. Okay, low versus medium. Low versus medium. Now
Medium
low,
menang.
dia menang. Macam mana cara dia? Saya pun dah lupa.
Compare DA. Which one is higher in choice?
Okay. L versus M. Kita tunggu sekejap. Okay, who vote for L? I think that is the problem. That is the thing. Who vote for L? All right. That means who have L as the most preferred.
B.
So L will vote. B vote for L. All right. Okay. Now who vote for M?
C.
C. Okay. Lepas tu, who vote for M? That is for, I think we go by the percent code. For A,
Go by this.
for A, we vote L. B, vote M. We go by the percent. Kalau salah kan kita pergi balik. Saya pun dah tahu pengaran. Okay, we vote by the percent. A will vote what? Will vote M.
M.
Sebab dia M is
Second choice.
is second choice, medium. All right. Which is better than L, which is the least. Which is the least. Okay. So A will vote L.
M, sir. M.
A will vote M. Kita pun dapat. So saya tukarlah. So S kita kena ambilkan pening pula. So S versus M. So kita so A, okay, will vote for M. Why? Because M is his medium choice. Okay, which is bigger than L, which is the least. Okay. Anybody has a question on that one? So you go by the person, and then we compare in terms of ranking. Now you look at B. We are talking about S low. We don't. I don't use S. I use S. L. L. Low versus medium. I hope you are not confused. So for B, for B, okay, B vote for what?
L.
B vote for L, because for B, L though is his most preferred. Okay, which is better than M, which is his medium. So B will vote for L. Okay, so that's how you do the voting. For the person, you compare what is the ranking. So the higher ranking of the choice will be voted yes. Okay, all right. Now you look at C. Okay, for
So
C,
you vote M.
you vote for M. Why? Because M is his most preferred choice, which is better than L, which is its medium voter. So for this head-to-head L versus B, L versus M, B vote for L, A and C vote for M. So 2 votes M versus 1 vote for L. So what? So here M win. Okay, M win. So now we go another head-to-head. M versus H. Okay. Okay, M versus H. Okay, everybody do M versus H. Macam mana Pak? Saya pun buat agak. So you go by each person, okay, and then you compare the ranking.
menang je.
Menang. Sebab saya tak buat ni. Okay, everybody did.
MU. Yes,
Man
M
U.
wins.
M win.
Tadi
Man
Liverpool
United
menang,
win. Man
Liverpool kalah
United
ni.
win.
Apalah, bagi chance lah Man U. Dia dah kalah teruk kan. Dalam kelas kita dia menang lah. So tadi apa? M versus H.
Yes.
M versus H. Okay, so M versus H. So we go. M versus H. So M. M is mana saya punya diagram ni? Tadi saya ada buat dia punya table. Oh, betul. Siapa menang tadi? M menang.
M.
Sebab I cannot see the table because I am on different page. I thought just now I already buat dia punya. So M, A vote for what?
Tadi vote for H.
A will vote for H. Betul tak? A vote for H. Because H2 is preferred to M. B will vote for M. Okay, B vote for M ranking, and also C will vote for M. So you argue for for B, alright? For B, the medium budget is more preferred to the high budget. Okay, because the ranking there is medium preferred versus least preferred. So this is medium preferred, this is least preferred. So M win. Okay, M win. Who vote against one? Okay, against one vote. So M win. Okay, the first one you have M win. Okay, so M also win this one. So we know that M will be the winner. Okay, but you have to come up with the other alternative, L versus H. Okay, L versus H. Now, who vote for L? I'm sorry, A. A vote for whom? A will vote for H.
A
B,
for H, B for L,
B,
for
BL.
L. Yes.
BL,
C
and
also
then
L.
C,
L.
CL, C. So here L wins. Okay, so you see here, M is the clear winner. So if I can reorder this, right? If I can reorder this, how can we reorder?
M number 1.
M number 1 is kind of in order in terms of consistent. That is, M is preferred to
Then L.
L. Okay,
L.
L. Then L
L
is preferred to H.
H.
So M is preferred to
H.
okay, so this is consistent. All right, consistent winner. You have a consistent. You have a winner. Okay, consistent. Not consistent. The ranking is consistent. All right. So ranking consistent. You have a clear winner, which is what? M. So M win the election. Okay. So that's how head-to-head voting goes to. Okay. All right. Now, I think I'm out of time. So what about this? I'll give you another alternative where you will not have a clear winner. In this case here, you have M winner, all right? But if I change something here, you may not have a winner. So, apa yang nak tukar? Okay, kita buat aja ni. Oh, yang merah ni C tau. Yang merah ni C. So, kita tukar macam ni. Kita tukar jadi okay, so we change C. All right, so C will have the least preferred M, okay, median preferred L, most preferred H. Tengok apa jadi. If you have that thing. Okay, so what you do, you do the election, okay, pairwise election, by having this new situation. Kita tukar C punya, alright, C je tukar, A dengan B tak payah tukar apa. Okay, so either you can draw the same diagram or you draw another diagram, that's fine, but you do the election again. Okay, A against L against M, and then M against H, and then L against H. And you see, is there a winner like what you have here? Is there a clear winner? Right. So here you do that and see the outcome of the work. And we continue from there Wednesday. Okay. All right. Any question? And after that we will discuss. What are the problems? Okay, the problem with this kind of voting. Okay. All right. Any question? Any comment? Good.
Sir,
Yeah.
can you share the last week video, the recording for last
Yeah,
week?
yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Tapi I only, I think I was quite on time lah. The one that I have not uploaded was for Wednesday kan. Monday punya saya dah upload. So insyaAllah I will do it soon. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Tapi you have to get, you have to have good notes lah, you know. You must write good notes. So the recording too is just to complement. So I will try to upload by this week. Okay. All right. Anything else? Bulan puasa ni. Okay. Tapi that is not excuse. Okay. Saya silap. Buat bulan puasa ni slow. Itu not excuse. Not valid excuse. Sebab itu saya balik kampung. Balik kampung tahulah. Bukan ada internet. Ada lah internet. Tapi mobile data. So susah nak buat ni. Okay. So I will see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
wabarakatuh.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.